Right, folks, here's one from me. This is the kind of stuff that gets me mad. No wonder I'm grumpy, honestly, but I'm going to calm down now. I'm going to calm down while I read this one to you. These kind of things make me blood boil, they do. I'm sorry about having the bins on. At least you've not got that pesky light above here shining in it, so it's not so bad for you. There's a bit of daylight out today. It's only early afternoon, mid-afternoon. Right, reading paper today. I can't believe it. Lloyds. The humongous banking operation on many of our high streets, although they're closing branches willy-nilly like every other banking institution. You'll know Lloyds. They've got the, what's it called? The high-profile insurance arm, Scottish Widows, and that's the root of the problem. Yes, Lloyds have sent the staff, I think there's 47,000 of them, 47,000 staff, they've sent them a memo in the last few days with terms they can no longer use. One of them is widows. I mean, they own the arm called Scottish Widows. They can't use the term widows. I don't know. Listen to this. The last point, you need to listen to this. The last point's fascinating. I've never heard such a thing in my life. I'll bet you've not heard the last bit. It's only a minute to go, I promise you. It's not a long message, but stay on for the end. I bet you can't believe what I'm going to say at the end, because I cannot believe it at all. Right. Widows. These are the phrases to avoid. Widows. Lloyd says it's a potentially upsetting term to use in contexts that are not about bereavement, and it can trigger memories of trauma. Guinea pigs. The term may not be inclusive of vegan colleagues. I don't get what that means, as it could conjure up images of experimentation on animals. Penetration testing. I don't even know what penetration testing is. Maybe you do. I've not got a clue. Anyway, this refers to a type of... Well, I'm going to know now. I'm going to read it to you. This refers to a type of cybersecurity testing that firms perform to check their systems are safe. But Lloyd says it might infer a level of gender bias. It may conjure up an unwarranted and intrusive bodily image, or it may be triggering. I don't know, maybe body image, I don't know what they mean. I've no idea about the penetration. I don't know. I'll leave that one to your own imagination. Sold down the river. That's another term you can't use. The phrase is a reference to slaves being sold in Kentucky and transported via boat to work in plantations. Here's the last one. So I told you a quick message. You're not going to believe this one. I couldn't believe it. They can't use the term like headless chickens. Anyway, this is the bit. Honestly, I don't believe this, but this is true. It's associated with animal cruelty. The expression stems from a 1940s phenomenon where a Colorado farmer cut off the head of one of his chickens, but the bird lived for a further 18 months. How did that work out? No head and it lived for 18 months. It's in here in black and white, so it must have happened, but I just can't believe it. No head and it lived for 18 months? Did it ever go out in the rain? It wouldn't have known it was raining. It wouldn't have seen it or heard it. If it had gone out in the rain, it'd have drowned, wouldn't it, every time it went in the rain? Neck, rain coming in. Would it not drown? How did it live anyway? 18 months with no head. I mean, if wife goes anytime soon, I mean, I can't say I want her to go, although she does me head in. I'd hate her to be decapitated like that, but I'd hate to think a decapitated wife would still be with me for another 18 months. I mean, God knows, I'm on a life sentence as it is. I would think once that's happened to you, you're dead. Another 18 months. You'd have care for him as well, and they won't even know you care for him. They won't be able to say thank you because they won't have an head to... Anyway, I don't get it at all. 18 months with no head. This is a serious video, this one. But I know it's descended into farce and joke because I'm making fun of it, but I just can't believe it at all. I've read it 3 times. I've read it twice downstairs, so I couldn't believe it. Oh no, 4 times. I've read it to other half as well. I've just read it to you. 4 times I've read it and I still don't believe it. 18 months, we know it. Oh, I don't know. Colorado. Did anyone see this chicken with no head? Is he making it up, this farmer, whoever he might be? I think he's made it up, hasn't he? Let's get it researched, let's see if it's true. Have any of you heard of that before? Because I've never heard of that before. I'm not going to say it again, I've said it about 20 times now.